Hey everybody, Playtendo Guy here, and I'm back with a brand new video. Today I'm going to be bringing you my promised review of The Exorcist 2, The Heretic. Let's get into it. So, hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well and keeping safe, and thank you for joining me for another video. The other week I did a homework movie poll and asked everybody what film I should watch. There was three different films. There was Carry On Columbus, there was The Room, and there was The Exorcist 2, The Heretic. And you wonderful people at home decided to vote for The Exorcist 2 with an astronomical 60 to 70% of people wanting me to watch that film. So, the other week, I did watch the film. And wow, what an experience. So let's just start off with the first Exorcist. The first Exorcist is an absolute masterpiece of a film. It is such a groundbreaking horror film. It feels so realistic, scary, fantastic dialogue. William Friedkin crafted such a wonderful film that 50 years ago terrified people, and you can definitely see why. It's definitely not like traditional sort of scares, it's very psychological scares, and it holds up incredibly well. We recently received an absolutely gorgeous 4K update for the film, come out with loads of different special editions, and it's easy to see why, because the film is so beloved and holds up incredibly well to this day. There's also been countless reshowings of the films in cinemas because of its 50th anniversary as well. So there's a lot of love for The Exorcist about, and it's easy to see why. And we've also got that new one, Exorcist Believer, currently playing in theatres to a very less than stellar reception, shall we say. But back in 1977, we also did receive a sequel to the beloved Exorcist called Exorcist 2, The Heretic. What the fuck was that? Honestly, I know everybody told me before saying that I was going to watch it, oh, you'll struggle with it. It's an awful film. It's going to be terrible. But I thought, can't be that bad. Can't be that bad. I even watched a trailer online, and I thought, this looks stupid. This looks bad, but it looks fun. There's nothing fun about this film whatsoever. It's an absolutely steaming pile of excrement. It is one of the worst, if not the worst film I have ever seen. There's nothing to praise here apart from the inclusion of the original Warner Brothers logo at the start of the film. My word, what happened here? Coming from the director of Deliverance and Point Blank, a really great film with Lee Marvin. What the heck happened with this director? Who thought that this film was a brilliant idea to do? I mean, The Exorcist for me is a fantastic film and kind of feels like a one and done thing. I mean, a sequel was always going to happen due to the tremendous success of the film, and it could have gone many different ways. I mean, we did have Exorcist 3 back in 1990, which did take the series in a different approach, and I really did like it for it. But Exorcist 2 continues where the original left off a few years later. And the story here is very non-existent, if there's one at all. Basically, it follows Reagan a few years later. She's more older. She's moved out the house where all this happened, but she's still getting like nightmares of what happened in that film. So she goes to see like a therapist or something and discuss her dreams, and you make her use this like very specialized for 1970 machine to read her dreams. All it is like a crystal ball with a seatbelt wrapped around her head with flashing lights, and magically they find out about her dreams. It makes no sense. It shows a load of flashbacks to Max von Sydow's character when he was in Africa. You do get Richard Attenborough here, which is great to see, but honestly, he is really wasted here. I do really feel sorry for Linda Blair for coming back on it, because I've heard that first she was a little bit apprehensive, then she decided to do it, but when she finally read the script, she was like, I want out. But unfortunately, the deal was signed, so she had to do it. So I really do feel sorry for having to do this film. And you can tell she hated being there. She definitely did rein her performance in a lot. And you can't blame her. The script here is awful. The story is non-existent. And I don't get it. I really don't get what it's all about. It's just about 2 hours long and it feels like 10 hours long. It's such a painful watch of a film. It feels like sensory overload with stuff flashing at the screen, really annoying music, and an over reliance on locusts. Yes, because we all know the original film had plenty of locusts. They never. So I don't understand the use of the locusts here. There's a bit where there's a dream sequence where it looks like you're flying on top of a locust, and there's one in the original house when they go to it in the end of the film. It makes no sense why it's there. It's very similar to Jurassic World Dominion. That has a love for locusts as well. But this one, what was going on? You also included in the cast, you do have the return of Max von Sydow. He definitely looks a much more younger here because these are flashback sequences. And he does a pretty good job here. And you've also got James Earl Jones as well. But again, the cast don't mean nothing if the script in the film is just awful. The music is so annoying. I was climbing the walls partway through. I was checking to see how long this film was going to be, and it just left me in a miserable mood all afternoon. I cannot believe this film got released by Warner Brothers. There's nothing really I can say that is a winning. There's nothing about this film that I can say is amazing. I'm just glad it ended, and I never ever want to see this film again. This film completely drained me. It felt like I went for a 2 hour run. It just destroyed my soul. Sounds stupid to say that, but it honestly did. I just felt like in such a low mood all day, and I thought, I know a film could be bad, but not this bad. But yeah, if you've ever thought at home about watching The Exorcist 2 out of pure intrigue, don't. Don't even bother. Just read up the Wikipedia, that's enough. Just do not waste the 2 hours. Just go and watch the original again. Or watch Exorcist 3. That's a much better one. I know a lot of people are now going about saying that The Exorcist Believer is worse than Exorcist 2. Come on, have you seen Exorcist 2? Because it's got to be that bad to be worse. It's no way. It's no way that Exorcist Believer can be bad or worse than this pile of shite. Oh, I'm still trying to wipe any existence of it from my memory. It is such a dreadful film. And I'm kind of glad I've seen it, so I can say that I've experienced probably the worst film of all time. But it's 2 hours that I'm never going to get back. But am I going to give it a score out of 10? No. The film gets nothing. It is absolutely diabolical. It's a mess. It should never have been created. It should have been shelved. Just those at home, if you're intrigued to watching this film, please don't. Stay away from it. If you're going to watch it with some mates, with some booze with you, as you probably might get some enjoyment then. But don't go into it expecting anything close to the original. Even with low expectations, I came out destroyed. So that's my review of The Exorcist 2. It's more of a rant more than anything. I just can't believe I watched it, but I did. So thanks ever so much everybody for watching my video. Have you seen The Exorcist 2? Tell me in the comment section. Do you share my pain with it on how bad it is? But if you did enjoy it, tell me down below. What did you like about it? Film is subjective, and if you enjoyed it, good on you. And also tell me if you've seen Exorcist Believer and what's your favourite Exorcist film. I should imagine the first one will be, but if you do like any of the other films, again, tell me all in the comment section down below and we'll have a good chat about it. So thanks ever so much again for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. You stay safe, take care, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye.